I think we got about 6 months before AI takes all of our jobs. And so this is day 16 of learning AI before it replaces me. And I wanted to talk about something that people are getting really confused on lately. And that is the difference between Claude, Claude Cowork, and Claude Code. I thought all this was the same thing. In fact, I didn't even know the difference between Claude and ChatGPT. And then there's a gajillion other AIs, but let me explain this to you in a way that makes sense. And shout out Maven because I'm learning everything through there. I'll show you Maven in a second so you can see what I'm talking about. First off, Claude over ChatGPT always reigns superior. I think we know that by now. But what's the difference between Claude, Claude Cowork, and Claude Code? Basic Claude is an LLM. So it's basically if you have a simple question or a task, it's treated like Q&A, like you're just having a discussion with someone, they give you an answer, and you give them a response, they give you an answer. It's not super helpful in a sense where it's going to actually do any work for you, but you can treat it as just asking simple questions, open-ended questions. Claude Code is going to be a little bit more tactical. Now, Claude Code lives in your terminal. If you don't know what that means, don't let that scare you away. You don't have to have coding experience to utilize Claude Code, but Claude Code can actually build things like sites, right? So you can go ahead and say, hey, I want to build up this website idea. Here's my idea for this, and it'll give you the code in your computer, and you can utilize like a third party like Lovable to go build that for you, or you can operate in an agent like Manus that can build that for you all on one platform. So if you're trying to like build stuff, I'd recommend going more towards like Manus or like an agent. The third thing is Claude Cowork, and Claude Cowork is Claude's agent, and this can actually do things for you. For example, Claude Cowork can be integrated with like your email, your Google Drive, your Notion, your Stripe dashboard, pretty much anything that has an API key. Couple examples how you can use Claude Cowork. You can have Claude Cowork go to your Google Drive and say, I want to transfer everything in here over to Notion, and it just does it. I also had it go through all my emails to get a sense of how I write and build an SOP for my writing style. So if I have any of my AIs write emails or text back from me, then it looks like I wrote it. A guy who's using Claude Cowork basically, so he's like, track any email that might make me mad or upset and hide it for me till the end of the day. So like you can be creative for how you use Cowork, but Cowork's how you can integrate your day-to-day workflow and actually automate tasks. Key is understanding how to leverage these for your specific business. So I'm going to show. If you want to make yourself irreplaceable from AI, you need to learn how to leverage it through your industry. So that is why Maven exists. So let's say you are in design. There are a ton of courses for people in design built from people in the actual industry. Same with marketing, leadership, founders, engineering, product. And yes, there are a ton of free lessons on here as well. So if you're brand new to all of this and you just want to get a feel for how Maven works, utilize the free lessons. I listen to these on my way to and from work every single day. I know it's hard to stay on top of all this AI stuff. That's why I'm trying to make this series as helpful as possible. Drop any questions you have in the comments.